Hate once limited to extremists, fanatics.
Jews will not replace us!
Now mainstream.
This is a plague.
There's no question that anti-Semitism is being normalized.
On city streets, online.
We've seen people live stream their actual attacks.
This is disgusting.
That is a clip from the CNN special report, Rising Hate, Anti-Semitism in America, hosted by Dana Bash. Dana being honored this week with the Jewish Heritage Award by the Simon Wiesenthal Center for that work. She has been such an incredible ally when it comes to the issue of fighting anti-Semitism. Dana Bash with us here on The Story Is for the first time. Dana, thanks for being here.
It's such an honor to be here. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
It's fantastic.
So the reason you're here in California is for this honor. What's that mean to you?
I mean, so much. It really does. My grandparents they weren't in concentration camps, but they are survivors of the Nazi regime. They escaped barely. In October of 1941 is when they got out, just before Pearl Harbor. And they were the lucky ones. My great-grandparents were murdered at Auschwitz, and my great-aunt as well. And it's just been, there are some families who talk about it, and some families, and you probably know a lot of people who are children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren of survivors who never heard anything about it. Mm-hmm. Mine talked about it a lot. My grandfather talked about it a lot, wrote his autobiography. So it's a big part of who I am, understanding that history, so that when we start to see things rhyming in the current state of the world.
History doesn't repeat itself, but sometimes it rhymes.
We need to know, exactly.
And that's a moment we've seen this increase in anti-Semitism around the world that you've reported on so well. And obviously you report on politics so well. You've been here for a while now here at CNN.
32 years.
That's insane.
Yes,
think about that.
I agree, I concur.
And you have seen so much history. And recently we've kind of been reliving 2024 with all the books that have come out, including Kamala Harris's book. And we're reminded of the most consequential debate in the history of presidential politics. And you're right there in the middle of it. Donald Trump, Joe Biden, you, Jake Tapper.
That's right.
What was that experience like when Joe Biden walks out? What's going through your mind?
I've thought about this, as you can imagine, so much. Because in the moment you're so in it, you're so focused, you're kind of in an out-of-body existential situation. But when he walked out, he had a little bit of a shuffle, more so than we had seen in the past. So there was a little bit of a hint, But then, of course, when he gave that first full answer to Jake's question, and the answer ended with something along the lines of, I killed Medicare, we knew that it was bad, that it was really bad for him. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't even clear that he knew how bad it was as the evening wore on. But you have to remember, because there was no audience, it was just really the four of us in the room. It was Donald Trump, Joe Biden, and then Jake and I were in a very dark studio in Atlanta. And so it was, the air was very heavy. I'll just leave it there. The air was very heavy. One of the things that I do think, as I've thought a lot about it, is that you at home, the viewer at home, probably had an enhanced experience of the performance that Joe Biden was giving, because you saw them in the two boxes next to each other, and we had the full view of the stage. I mean, it wasn't a big one, but we had the full view of the stage, so I don't think it was as intense for us as it was for the viewers, but
because the viewers right up there.
Right up there.
And I've moderated debates before, and when you watch it back, it is sometimes a very different experience.
Absolutely.
So what that camera shot is so important. And then Kamala Harris has written about you in her book, and she didn't do any interviews once she became the nominee after that debate for weeks. She picks her first interview is going to be with you and Tim Walz, and she kind of complains about it in her book a little bit. What do you make of that, and what's your memories of that?
Well, first of all, I don't take it personally. I'm a big girl, and I get it, and a lot of what she
complained about, like the lighting, the setting, and other stuff.
And of what she said in there is not wrong. The setting was picked by her team. We did not. you're new here at CNN, but I think you already know. I mean, look at your beautiful new set. Like, we know what we're doing, okay? And our colleagues know what they're doing. And we definitely know how to do a big field interview. And that was not the location or the set and the setup that we would have chosen. It was chosen by her campaign after a lot of negotiation, as every news organization does with principals and with candidates. And I think she admits in the book that it wasn't necessarily us, it was her campaign. And we also didn't say, can we please do an interview with you and your vice presidential running mate? That was the campaign that came to us and did that, and she realizes now, or probably realized, we now know right afterwards, or maybe during the interview, that maybe that was a mistake. Because most of my questions were for her, understandably so. She was the one running for president.
And she admits in the book that it made it look like she needed sort of a security blanket of Tim Walz, who actually wasn't that much of a security blanket in reality as well. So who knows what's going to happen next, but you're going to be right in the middle of it on both Inside Politics and of course on the Sunday show, State of the Union. So on this show, we like to do some rapid fire questions to get to know our guests.
Okay, here we go.
This is the Dana Bash you don't see on Inside Politics.
Okay.
Besides Inside Politics, what's your favorite TV show?
Like right now or in the history of the world?
Well, let's do right now.
Okay, right now I am watching Nobody Wants This. I just finished this season of The Diplomat. Did you watch it yet?
Yes.
The whole thing? Oh my gosh,
it's really good.
So good.
And I love Bradley Whitford and Allison Janney back together, the West Wing reunion.
I know.
Favorite actor or actress?
Oh, I mean, I have to say Spencer Garrett. Not because I have to, honey,
boyfriend.
because I want to.
Yes, that was a setup. Okay. Favorite book?
Favorite book? Oh my gosh, favorite book. I love a memoir. And my favorite memoir that I didn't read it, I listened to it because it was so much better, was the Barbra Streisand memoir. It was 48 hours long, and I loved every minute of every one of those
And she
hours.
read it?
Of course.
Of course, yeah. She's not letting anybody else do that for her. What's your favorite quote or motto?
Wait, I can't remember. It's like midnight, so I can curse, right?
Yes.
Don't be an asshole.
Oh, that's your cursing?
Don't be an asshole.
I thought we were going to get more than that.
That's also like my number one parenting motto. My son knows that. That's like if you can follow that in your life, it will help you in every aspect of your life.
Even in politics.
Especially in politics.
Yeah. And who is your role model?
My parents.
Why is that?
Because they're just really good people. In some ways, it kind of screwed me up because I didn't realize that not everybody was like them. They're just like nice, normal, good, ethical people. And then when I got into the world, I was like, oh wait, not everybody's like that. But it helped me. And I feel very lucky because I know not everybody can say that, but they're my role models.
That's awesome. And I can say that about my parents as well.
That's great.
And you're one of my professional role models, and it's so great to have you here on the show. Congratulations on the award. Well deserved.
Thank you. Congratulations to you. I'm very excited to have you with us.
Thank you very much. And of course, you can check out Dana every day on Inside Politics right here on CNN. We'll be back with more of The Story Is right after this.